तो ज़िम्बाब्वे के ख़िलाफ़ हमारी T20I सीरीज़ ख़त्म हो गई है। वी वन द सीरीज़ 2-1 एंड अनफॉर्चुनेटली वी लॉस्ट द लास्ट मैच। उसमें थोड़े से हमने चेंजेस भी किए थे। वी गेव चांस टू 3-4 मोर प्लेयर्स। तो एक तरीके से अच्छा भी है कि पाकिस्तान की टीम को भी मौका मिलता है कि कभी हम लोग अपनी भी सी टीम खिलाएं। तो कल जो आखिरी T20I मैच था, कल नहीं सॉरी परसों, उसमें ये मौका हमें मिला कि हमने भी अपनी एक तरीके की सी टीम खिलाई, which unfortunately did not meet the challenge. And next हमारा challenge is South Africa, where we're going for 3 ODIs, 3 T20Is, and 2 Test matches. Squad की announcement हो गई है. I've already made a video on what my review as a fan on the squads are for all 3 formats. You can check that out. I'll give the link over here somewhere. It will appear on the video. You can go and check it out if you want. What I do want to do is I want to take the time to maybe highlight a couple of things जो मुझे feel हुआ इस सीरीज़ में. First of all, I think दोनों ODIs और T20Is को देखते हुए that we are definitely in need, in both formats, in need of more aggressive batsmen. Balance को थोड़ा बेहतर करने के लिए. Right now, the only one that we have is Saim Ayub, who's clearly an aggressor. But other than that, we need to identify someone from the domestic setup, work on them. So, and not just someone actually, ये हमारा problem रहा है. So we should identify a couple of people, work on them, and groom them, and get them to that level where they can consistently play for Pakistan and consistently perform for Pakistan at the international level and provide that aggression which is required within our team to help further up our balance. Second is, I think Saim Ayub has proven कि उनको बिल्कुल मज़ीद बैक करना चाहिए, although it's taken him some time, but I think now थोड़ा थोड़ा करके वो अपनी realize कर रहे हैं, he's improving and he's trying to adapt his batting style and trying to fix the errors that he has been making के जल्दी आउट होने वाले. जल्दी आउट होने से ज़्यादा it's the way that one gets out, and I think he's working on that and he's improving himself in that, and we have seen कि वो consistency थोड़ी थोड़ी होके आ रही है अब. A big part of that is I think because he's also part of the longer format squads. So test भी खेल रहे हैं, ODIs भी खेल रहे हैं, so वो एक temperament में आपके help होती है when you're playing test match cricket, red ball cricket खेलते हैं, ODI खेलते हैं, तो आपकी temperament थोड़ी बेहतर होती है. If you keep playing T20Is only, अगर सिर्फ T20 मैचेस ही खेलते रहेंगे तो आपका टेम्परमेंट एक डिफरेंट होगा, बिकॉज वो हमेशा एक T20 मोड में ही रहेगा. सो इवन इन चैलेंजिंग T20 मैचेस you might not be able to access the better way of maybe approaching certain match situations अगर आपकी उस तरह की प्रैक्टिस ना हो, अगर आपका उस तरह का टेम्परमेंट डेवलप ही ना हुआ हो. So I think that is a good thing that we've seen. I think Sufyan Mukim has been a good revelation. पहले भी खेल चुके हैं, बट इन दोनों सीरीज़ में उनको काफ़ी रेगुलर मौका मिला. आई थिंक ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी, आई एम नॉट श्योर T20s में थे या नहीं, बट आई थिंक ही वॉज देयर इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया T20s ऑल्सो. सो ही इज़ प्रूविंग हिमसेल्फ to be a very capable bowler, a very capable spinner, and I think he's one of the bright lights that we have seen in this series. तैयब ताहिर का मैं ये कहूँगा कि उन्होंने सिर्फ T20Is के लिए 2 T20Is में उनको बैटिंग के मौके मिले. पहले वाले में तो ही वॉज एबल टू स्टैंड इन द एंड विद इरफान एंड गेट अस टू अ वेरी गुड रीजनेबल टोटल. जो दूसरा था उसमें तो बैटिंग का चांस नहीं मिला था, एंड जो तीसरा है उसमें ही वॉज एबल टू, ही डिडंट स्टे फॉर लॉन्ग, बट आई थिंक जो 10-11 डिलीवरीज वो खेल के गए थे उसमें ही मेड लाइक 22-23. तो वो एक एबिलिटी नज़र आई कि if he's going to be there in both the matches, उसमें ये जाहिर बात है, if he's there on the pitch, he will try to utilize his time as productively as possible, based on the way he was playing. So I think that was a good thing to see, and I'm very glad, as I said in my other video as well, that he's part of the South Africa tour as well also. I want to point out, and this is to maybe help certain players get more developed or groomed. Help क्या मतलब, ये मेरी उम्मीद है कि वो और हों. So it's not not a ask for them to be dropped, but some players who were included in this tour, so they didn't perform as they did during domestic runs, जिसके basis के ऊपर उनको वो मौके मिले. अब ये वो point है जिस पे management को, coaching को और overall हमारी जो cricket setup है उनको काम करना होगा to try and determine why that is the case. Is it a pressure game of, is it a question of pressure, international match है, वो nerves हैं, क्या मसला है, क्या ये है issue? या फिर इट वाज अ डिफरेंस इन कंडीशंस। ऑब्वियसली वो डोमेस्टिक जो भी परफॉर्मेंसेस थी वो पाकिस्तान के अंदर हो रही थी, अब जो गए हैं वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में और जिम्बाब्वे में गए हैं। सो देयर वाज अ डिफरेंस इन द कंडीशंस, डिफरेंस इन पिच सिचुएशन, एटमोसफियर, मुख्तलिफ चीज़ें हो सकती हैं। तो क्या ये मसला था? या फिर तीसरा ये मसला था, वॉज इट अ डिफरेंस इन क्वालिटी? ऑब्वियसली डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट में जो क्वालिटी होती है वो इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में नहीं होती, थोड़ा डिफरेंस होता है रिगार्डलेस ऑफ हु द टीम इन इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट इज। Even if it's an affiliate team, they might be able to give you a much more tougher time than you might get in domestic cricket. And additionally उसमें international cricket खेलने का pressure भी आ जाता है. So certain players I feel weren't able to live up to their performances in domestic cricket as much. And उसमें for example I would think Jahandad was one of those players जिनमें ability तो clearly है, but he wasn't able to do as much with it as he could have. Umair bin Yusuf में ability नज़र आई, but again it wasn't convincing enough in my opinion. It wasn't convincing enough even though उनको तीनों matches में chance मिला in the T20I series for Zimbabwe. The third one is very tricky because Salman Ali Agha is the one that I'm talking about. उनको vice captain announce कर दिया गया है, but to date in the T20I setup, एक तो I don't think he's bowled. If he hasn't bowled that much. So if he's not going to be utilized as a very regular bowling option, and batting में he's not really done much. I mean in any of the matches. In fact, पहली दफ़ा जो तीसरे मैच में that he was able to make a score of like 30 something, and that too on a strike rate of 100. So और उससे पहले तो उनकी जो 4 मैचेस खेले हैं, 4-5 मैचेस या 3 मैचेस जो भी, उसमें उनकी स्ट्राइक रेट 58 पे चल रही है. So that is not at all the kind of approach that we can go ahead with when it comes to T20 cricket. So even though he's the vice captain, but if he's not going to be bowling, if his batting is not going to improve from a T20 point of view, then yeah, that's something to think about for sure. Then we need to rethink what our balance is going to be like in T20 cricket and the format in general. But all in all, I think not a bad couple of series that we've had. Abbas Afridi was also, I think, a good revelation. Sorry, before I wrap up, not revelation, but he performed well. So I just want to highlight that he did good. उन्होंने अच्छी bowling कराई जहाँ पे required था. थोड़ा बहुत कभी मार खा ली होगी, लेकिन generally he was better. So it's good. अगर उनको भी consistently मौके देते रहें तो I think he can also develop into a regular option. Batting में as such I don't think there's anyone else that needs to be highlighted. But yeah, let's see now. South Africa starts on 10 December, and let's see what we do over there.